So let's look at one more short graphing example here. We want to sketch the coordinate graphs from the x versus y graph. So this is x-axis here and y-axis here. And what we want out of that is we want to know what's the coordinate behavior. So we want to know what is t versus x and what is t versus y. So the arrow is indicating the direction in which we're going. So we note here that our x coordinate starts out just a little bit greater than 0, and it goes to the right to about here, to the left, and then back to the right. So x is increasing, decreasing, and then increasing. So it starts at about say probably about 0.2 at time 0, so about right here, and then it goes up to about maybe about 2.5. So 2.5 is the maximum. We don't know what time that is, but 2.5 about right there. Comes back here to about 1.5, so about right there. And then goes back up to higher than 3, so about up here. So we get something that looks like this: up and down and back up. And then our y coordinate, now we're just paying attention to up and down on this graph. So it goes up, y coordinate goes up, and then down to about here, and then up, and then down. So it starts here at about a y coordinate of 1 at time 0, so it'd be about right here. Goes up to y coordinate of 3. Comes back down to y coordinate of about 1. A little bit higher than 1. Goes back up to y coordinate of 2. And then comes down to a y coordinate of about 0.5. So this goes up, down, up, and down. And again, actually on our t-axis, I don't know that this occurs at time 1, time 2, time 3, because we don't know what the time points are along this graph. So this is just a rough sketch. So while these numbers are okay, actually these numbers shouldn't even be there, because we don't know what the time values are. And then same thing here. Okay, so just getting a rough sketch of going backwards. So now try Webbestein problem number 5. What you're doing is you are matching the equations. You're given this graph, and then you're matching the equations of the Cartesian coordinates. So you don't have the graphs, but you have the equations. But you can get the graph from the equation. So try that matching, and again there will be some process of elimination like we did in the previous example. Try to do it just by looking at the coordinate equations, and if you get stuck, I know some of them are tough, then go ahead and put your calculator in parametric mode and enter in your x of t equation, your y of t equation, and then you'll be able to see which parametric curve they go with.